just a dimwit who lives off his mother, but you're with me in this place. Isn't that interesting?
This is the voice that many people heard when watching Netflix's most popular series ever, the South Korean drama Squid Game.
A man just died!
And English wasn't the only dubbed language available.
Si tu refais une erreur, la carte sera bloquée.
There were 12 others.
Selecione a quantia que gostaria.
Dubbing is one of the hardest forms of voice work that there is.
This voice work has been key to making the South Korean show a global phenomenon. The series was also subtitled in 31 languages, but Netflix says more people watched Squid Game dubbed. And overall, dubbing consumption on the platform has more than doubled from last year, with help from some big hits.
In the past, people would say, oh, you can't really dub into English. You know, the American audience or the English audience, they don't like to hear dubbing. Well, look at us now. Squid Game is an amazing example.
But the dubbed version of Squid Game has also drawn criticism online. So we got access to this studio in Los Angeles to understand why getting dubbing right has become crucial to Netflix's global expansion.
Okay.
Greg Chun is the English voice of Sung Gi-hoon, a chauffeur with a gambling problem who, along with other indebted adults, is invited to play a series of children's games for a chance to win a large cash prize. Chun has lent his voice to characters in video games like Judgment and Call of Duty.
Stitch, the rats are here.
But he says dubbing for Squid Game was particularly challenging.
Because it's live action, like there's no hiding behind, you know, the original actor's performance on camera. Like every little twitch of the eye, every little stammer, every little tick that they have, you have to try and pay attention to that and make it believable and sell the English language.
Okay, can you play that back?
Crazy incompetent.
People in the film industry say, compared with the past, many viewers today expect higher quality dubbing, or they'll find it hard to engage with the content.
Your goal is to try and match the lip movements as closely as possible while still conveying the emotions of the character. A man just died! Come on, this isn't right!
Chun, who's Korean American, gave us a demo as he worked with a director and an audio engineer. He said it took him about 45 hours to dub his lines for the 9 episodes in what was a very detailed process.
We go in just for the come on, this isn't right. Mm-hmm. It's the big open vowel sound at the end because of the Korean. So we have to almost lose the enunciation on right to go with it. Yeah.
A man just died!
Come on, this isn't right!
Yes.
There we go. Jeez, thank you.
Beautiful.
Dubbing is not a pure translation.
Catherine Rutet oversees Netflix's international dubbing operations from Paris.
We have to find the right way of saying so it sounds very native. We have to match those nuances and then adapt them to the language we are dubbing into.
Any kid knows that.
Don't say that. I do know.
Before the incident.
For Netflix, it's become a business priority. Beyond Squid Game, dubbing also fueled the global success of foreign language content, like the French show Lupin and the Spanish series Money Heist.
This is our last dance, Fatty. Make it a good one.
Netflix with dubbing, it's really in parallel with how Netflix has been expanding globally. The team has been ramping up as the expansion was going on the dubbing.
Welcome to IQ Robotic.
One of Netflix's early forays into dubbing was with children's content, since young kids can't read subtitles.
If you've ever tried to make this,
then the company stepped up efforts to offer other dubbed versions of English language reality TV shows.
But one of the things that really I think Netflix has been really super innovative is that now we also offer English dubbing, and it's extremely successful.
Today, it works with more than 170 dubbing studios around the world to dub content in 34 languages.
Someone do something!
But as dubbed content becomes more ubiquitous, so does the risk of criticism. Social media users have complained that the English version of Squid Game didn't sound realistic.
Negative attitudes usually come from viewers who are not used to dubbing, especially English viewers.
Sofia Monpeon teaches translation in Spain and for the past decade has been researching how to improve dubbed content. She says English-speaking viewers are more likely to complain since they can be easily distracted by the lip sync.
Hey, do you hear that?
And that can make them less engaged with the show.
There will be sometimes losses as well because, of course, there are some cultural references that cannot be explained in the Dutch version.
Chun said he understands why some viewers have been critical about the show, but said dubbing is never going to be perfect.
There's a suspension of disbelief that you have to adopt at the very beginning that, okay, these voices that I'm hearing, they're not matching what I'm seeing. I somehow have to bridge that and be okay with it.
Netflix acknowledges there's room for improvement since dubbing is an evolving art form.
Dubbing is like cooking. It's technique and it's a craft, and every country has a bit of its own way to do things. We constantly try to work with our partners to stay true to the original version.
And Netflix isn't alone in providing more dubbed content. Other streaming platforms from Amazon Prime to HBO Max and Disney Plus have also joined the race. And the global film dubbing market is expected to hit $3.6 billion by 2027.
You will learn how to react in the case of an unhappy customer.
To improve quality and speed, some startups are even developing ways to use artificial intelligence.
That's right, that's how I got caught in all this.
But Ratat says using real voice actors will offer an experience closer to the original content.
I really believe that our strategy is to work locally with the talent and the voices to bring authenticity to the dubbing.
In a market that's hungry for content, entertainment industry watchers see dubbing as one of the best ways to bring more shows to many more viewers around the world.
I look at my job as trying to do the best job possible to try and represent the story and the performance of the original actor as authentically and as accurately as I can and as believably as I can for the target language. Could someone do something? So that somebody who otherwise might not be able to enjoy this amazing piece of storytelling can do so. Hey, do you hear that?